2012. My name is Nicolai Hübe, and I am the Artistic Director of the Royal Danish Ballet. In other words, welcome to my second home. I would like to welcome now my friend and co-host, internationally acclaimed actress, Connie Nielsen. Hi, sweetheart. You look fabulous.
You look fabulous too. Sustainable?
Well, of course. Sustainability is the new black.
We'd like to welcome all of you CEOs, NGOs, the UN, the WGSN, the SAC, CNN, BBC, CCTV, the PAs, the DGs, the ADs, people with CSR, the S's, the N's, L's, extra L's, XL's.
Well, I'm one big question mark. What does this all actually mean?
Well, it means that more than 1,000 people from every part of the fashion industry have flown in from all corners of the globe, from Brazil to Hong Kong, Australia to Iceland, and all of them have, of course, carbon compensated their flights, right? We're all here because we're curious, passionate, and concerned about the world. It's an oft-used excuse that sustainability is expensive. However, as our key speakers will tell us, innovation and sustainability are the cornerstones to your future, and to your future competitive edge. A green choice today may end up saving you money. Not innovating will make you obsolete. For the next couple of hours, experts will enlighten us all and hopefully engage us in the courageous task of changing the fashion industry and the world. The main theme of this summit is sustainable fashion consumption. As you probably have already realized, consumers have the power to change the industry if they start demanding more sustainable fashion products. But they don't know what to look for or where. It's a jungle out there, so why not help them, help ourselves and our fragile environment?
I think that's a brilliant idea. So I think we should get started. First of all, we'd like to welcome a very special, dedicated woman who is very much engaged in the world around her. Her patronages range across culture, humanitarian aid, women, children, health, and fashion. And she happens to be the patroness of this summit. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Royal Highness Crown Princess Mary of Denmark.
Good morning, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank the Nordic Fashion Association first for inviting me to speak and participate here at the opening of Copenhagen Fashion Summit 2012, but more importantly, for hosting this important summit. A summit focusing on a very critical issue: how to tackle the growing social and environmental issues in the fashion and textile industry. And more specifically, discussing the consumer's role in the industry's necessary transition towards more sustainable and socially responsible methods. The fashion and textile industry is one of the largest industries in the global economy. In Denmark, it's the fourth largest export industry, and as such, plays a key role in the Danish economy. However, the global fashion and textile industry also holds a more unfashionable top position. The fashion and textile industry is one of the most polluting industries in the world. Water consumption, CO2 emissions, waste, use of chemicals, and transport of goods are serious problems. And the industry also faces challenges on social and ethical issues, wages, and working conditions. In our globalized world, there is no doubt that collaboration, collective action is needed to address these challenges. Therefore, it's extremely pleasing to see so many people, over 1,000 from all over the world, gathered here today at the Opera House in Copenhagen. A warm welcome to all of you, and a special welcome to all of you who have travelled from abroad. Representatives from international fashion brands and textiles companies, industry experts, designers, NGOs, policy and opinion makers. And I would also like to take this opportunity to thank and congratulate the organisers, the Nordic fashion industry and the Danish Fashion Institute on behalf of the Nordic Fashion Association. Congratulate them on taking the lead on addressing these challenges and putting together the ambitious and pioneering initiative behind this summit. We're all here because we share a common vision, and that vision is clear: to protect and preserve our planet and fellow human beings. History shows that consumers play a pivotal role in transitioning an industry or a society. We can see it in the food industry, where, for example, consumers demanded organic products and thereby created a market. And we're seeing something similar in the cosmetic and beauty industry, with natural and organic products. But in order to be conscious, information is needed, and a conscious consumer can be very forceful. So, how can the conscious consumer play a similarly pivotal role in transitioning the fashion industry towards more sustainable business models? Sustainable business models that significantly reduce the social and environmental impacts of the industry and at the same time create new business opportunities. Research shows that despite numerous industry efforts, ethical purchasing happens most often when it coincides with the consumer's budget. And even then, it's not guaranteed. Sustainable fashion consumption has been even more difficult to achieve because so many factors influence consumers' choice. From style to fit to feel, to how the consumer's feeling, even to the weather. So the fashion industry has struggled to create products that are fashionable, affordable, and sustainable. To address this problem, the Fashion Summit will present a vision and framework for sustainable fashion consumption based on research and dialogue with leaders in the fashion industry. As an industry, if you can succeed in moving the consumer, you can succeed in creating change. As resources become scarce and more expensive, innovation in fashion is becoming all about sustainability. Clothes, shoes and accessories that look great and have the lightest possible environmental and social footprints. That doesn't mean 100% sustainable collections. More that the entire production process is reconsidered with respect to material choice, chemicals used, pre-production and social conditions. Zero impact is impossible. And from the designer's side, we are seeing innovative and extremely conscious designers choosing sustainable elements that mean something to them. For example, a designer might choose to employ an indigenous community to produce its product or material by hand, instead of using a factory, thus creating income for a family and supporting the community as a whole. The Nordic Fashion Association is about creating a global movement on sustainable fashion that activates and engages the fashion consumer in new and innovative ways. I strongly support the efforts made by the Nordic fashion industry with the NICE initiative and this Fashion Summit, and hope they will serve as an inspiration for the fashion industry globally. The fashion industry is full of great ideas and creative people. People who are eager to embrace change and people who are always ahead of time.